This is Sujoy Ghosh and you're on BollywoodHungama.com. I was a little child, like itna chota sa. Then I grew up in Calcutta. I went to school in Calcutta. I roamed around in Calcutta. I know Calcutta very well. My dad used to drive a taxi in Kolkata, so I used to sit beside him and he used to take me all around Kolkata. So that's how I know Kolkata. That's what you see in Kahaani. Then I grew up and I got a chance to study abroad. So I went and studied abroad. I stayed there for a long time and then I came back to Bombay. And I was working in Bombay and then I wrote a script and I made a film. That's me. I don't know what I wanted to be when I was a kid actually. My ma only said, "Porashona kor mon diye." So I studied and dad had a very sort of mehnati life. So that's it. I just, you know, I took life as it is. There was never any pressure on me by my parents. So I really didn't know what I wanted to be, and I found that calling pretty late in life. So that's when I realized I really wanted to be a writer. And then from writer I jumped into filmmaking because nobody else was willing to direct my film. I think my first ever job was a waiter. I was a waiter in a steakhouse. So I used to serve steak and that was my first job, ever job. I was a waiter. But I did this to make money because I needed some extra money. That's it. That's my first job. I wrote this script which was actually an exercise in teaching me how to write a script. I wrote that and then some of my friends said, "Ke ye to nice script hai." They said that in English actually, and I said, "Okay, I'll try it out." You know, but what happens when you're in Bombay? Everybody has a script, and everybody and their uncle wants to make a film. So you don't want to be a part of that crowd. You know, you want to be like a little above that crowd. But lekin fir wo that bite in the backside happened, and I gave up my job because I realized you can't do a job and make a film at the same time. So I gave up my job and I started looking for money. And when I was looking for money, I kept narrating the script. I narrated thousands and millions and bahut sare times. And then I realized nobody else is willing to direct Jhankar Beats because nobody understands it. So I, matlab, you know, kyun nahi to akla chalo re. So I had to do it myself. Kahaani again is something, it's a story about a woman who comes to Kolkata from London, who's looking for a husband, who has come to Kolkata for a 2 weeks assignment and then he goes missing. And what happens is, she knows her husband, she knows how much her husband loves her and she's feeling really guilty because he really didn't want to come. You know, he was very happy in London, he was having a nice break and he got this assignment and he wanted to stay back and look after his wife who was pregnant. But she kept saying, "Nee, tu ja, we need the money, you have to go. And don't worry about me, I'll look after myself." He said, No, I don't want to go. He said, No, tu ja. He said, No, I don't want to go. He said, No, tu ja. And she sort of pushed him, you know, into coming to Kolkata. And now she's feeling damn guilty about it because she just, in her head, the only thing which is going is, if I didn't force him, he would still be with me. And that's what's killing her. And that's why she comes from London to look for him. And that's the story of my film, Kahaani. I think the biggest challenges I have faced is to be, you know, to keep that practical balance between what you can do and what you want to do. I think that becomes a very big challenge because in your heart you really want to do a lot of things, but you can't because you have responsibilities. I have a family, I have to look after my family. I cannot go beyond a certain things. I cannot put too many things at risk. So I think that's the biggest challenge, to maintain that practicality, that sense of reality, which is very easy to get carried away in an industry like this. But I try my best to balance